jumped on the stage. I am so excited to be here with the Santa Barbara crowd standing in the rain. I feel at home. I actually went to school up here, and I actually came prepared. I didn't know I was coming prepared. I thought I was coming to Santa Barbara, not Seattle. But it's been that kind of week. I did a 420 show last night, and none of us were weed pumped. And I feel like you guys deserve all the edibles, like, right? You're here in the rain, right? Yeah, all these bros were stoned and waiting for their weed comedy. Every comic they got up was like, I don't smoke weed. I've been sober for years. I was like, is this really happening? Like, who planned this show, right? But I went to school in Santa Barbara. Not Santa Barbara. I went to the Kate School. Does anybody know where that is? You know, in Carpinteria? The very infamous Kate School now. There's a big sexual harassment and sex crimes. It's a big lawsuit. Anyway, the school probably won't exist. Best property in Santa Barbara. Go buy it. You heard it from me. So a little about me. I'm a single mom.
There you go.
Yeah. And you know what's hard about being a parent? You have to pretend to enjoy all those things your kids enjoy. Like kids' birthday parties, play dates, their father. Oh, there's some dads here. Oh. But I do surprisingly well on dating apps. And I think it's because my profile says that I don't want kids. Then they find out it's because I have 4. Yeah, I know 4 sounds like a lot, and it is, but I love being a mom. And you know what they say about having kids? It's a lot like making pancakes. First one's kind of fucked up. Probably should have thrown it away. Oh, a lot of first pancakes out there. But I think it's more like eating pancakes. You always regret having your 4th one. My first pancake heard that joke recently, and she was pissed, you guys. She is not speaking to me. She disinvited me from her wedding. And I was like, honey, you're so young. You don't understand. You don't get redos of special days in your life like weddings. Unless you're me. Then you get a couple. Yeah, that's right. I have been married twice. You can actually get worse at something. But you know what, you guys? At the end of my last marriage, I was willing to do anything to try and save it. I learned to cook. I went to therapy. I even took a class on how to give a great blowjob.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
It's not that I learned anything that technical, but I did learn that the secret to giving a great blowjob is pretending you like doing it.
Oh, yeah.
So, woo, I know. So, you know, I hope we're at the end of it, but, you know, the pandemic's been rough on all of us, I think, and especially on me as a parent. You know, we used to sit down to the table and say grace. Now we just say fuck it. Yeah, and my youngest, you know, right into it, she really craves, she came up to me. You know, she's one of those kids who craves structure and rules. She came up to me and she told me she wanted me to have a swear jar. I was like, I'll pay you $20 to shut the fuck up about the swear jar. And she was like, how about 80? I was like, I have taught you some fucking things. And you know, it was even hard with my older kids, like my 20-year-old son. I used to be like, when are you gonna stop smoking weed? And now I'm like, when are you gonna come home with weed? Yeah, I told that joke last night. That was the one weed joke at the 420 show. But to tell you the truth, like last Mother's Day, the same kid gave me a joint. And he was like, Mom, my dream is to smoke this with you. And I was like, no way. And then I went in the closet. What they don't see won't hurt them, right? Yeah, you have to have some boundaries with them. At least I think so. Anyway, you know, it's hard. You know, the pandemic. I used to go to therapy. Now I just cry in the shower. It's kind of one of those things. A lot cheaper. Or I do comedy, cheaper than therapy. But you know, there was one silver lining for me. I didn't have to lie to my youngest, who's 10, about why I didn't want to take her to Disneyland. Because if you're a parent in Southern California and you can afford to go to Disneyland and you don't, you're like the Grinch. I mean, it's like a spiritual journey for kids. That's why I used to tell her that the park is in Massachusetts. Yeah, she's getting a little old. There is geography. They're back at school. But I think the real reason that I hate Disneyland is that the rides remind me of a map of all my failed relationships. Like, take the Splash Mountain ride. It reminds me of all my hookups. Never as wet as I thought I would be. And God, I wish there weren't any pictures. Those photos are painful. And the Small World ride, it reminds me of divorce. I mean, at the end of the day, It takes forever. You're in the dark, and you're just stuck with a bunch of singing children. I can still hear them. I can still hear them. Are you ready, guys? It's a world of lawyers, a world of tears. It's a world of secrets and wasted years. There's so much that we shared that it's time to beware. Why did I ask for full custody? That's your impromptu karaoke of the night. Got through that. Did you guys know they don't serve alcohol at Disneyland? You would if you were a parent.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, they try to sell California Adventure as a separate theme park. It's just a bar for grown-ups. I mean, we would go there if there was a tire swing and a keg. Yeah, thank you. That part of my set was brought to you by Knott's Berry Farm. So did you guys know it's in the Chinese calendar, it's Year of the Tiger. Yeah. I have a birthday coming up, and some people hate birthdays, It makes them feel older, but, not me. I'm still fun, I'm still vibrant, I'm still dating 26-year-olds. Yes, a lot of 26-year-olds out there, yes. Yeah, Santa Barbara, I felt like when we pulled up, I told Amanda Michelle, she's sort of my partner, I felt like my cougar spidey senses are going off, like we're on State Street, whoop, you better take me back home. Yeah, but you know what? Dating younger guys is fun, but you kind of know there's always an expiration date, because they're bound to say something insensitive, do something stupid, get grounded. But I am dating a younger guy, and recently one of my girlfriends was like, is he your boyfriend? I'm like, I am too old to call someone my boyfriend. That's weird. He's my fuckboy. Yeah! Yeah, somebody admires that. Yeah, you get to an age, that's what it's all about, right? He doesn't like that joke. Thank God he's not here tonight. I feel like he goes and cries in a corner. Like I need to put him in timeout or something. Take him home, put him down for a nap. I'm just amusing myself tonight. It's hard doing stand-up, you guys, and doing it in the rain. You guys are the heroes, but I often say that doing stand-up is like emotional skydiving. It's the only thing that when you tell people you do it, they're like, you are so brave, which must mean you're so crazy. And they're probably right. It probably is crazy, but it's so much fun, and it's so much fun to have a crowd like you guys who are so fucking brave. I'm like in awe. I'm in awe of you guys tonight. You are my heroes. Thank you so much. You're listening to me right now. It's like a dream. And I'm not being sarcastic. Not at all. It's like a miracle. No, I'm the crazy one, but you guys are amazing. An LA crowd would not even, they would have stayed at home. Are you kidding? Trying to even get our friends to come to a show on a good day and where we're like, we'll buy you a treat. They're like, I don't know. You guys are sitting here. It's amazing. Anyway, that's my ode to crowd, which was impromptu and probably not funny at all. But whatever. It's a rainy night in Santa Barbara, and I love it. I love it here. Where was I, though? Gosh, what should I talk about now? Maybe Chris kind of inspired me. He was all barefoot and talking about going on a date with a girl who never wore shoes. And I don't know about any of you guys, but I'm a surfer. And surfing's kind of like this great equalizer. When all of us get out of the water, we sort of look homeless. Our hair looks like seaweed. We're sandy. We kind of have our pajamas on. So I was really excited. A while ago, this really hot guy asked me out after surfing. I'm like, I look like this? And he came to pick me up in his van. And I went to get in. He asked me to take my shoes off before I got in his house. Yeah. Don't worry. He has a kombucha company now, and I'm still single. I'm sure about the kombucha from that van, though. That's Venice for you, though, or Santa Monica, where I live. Probably kind of similar here, except for all of them are probably, I don't know, tech billionaires or work at Patagonia. I don't know. So I guess I will leave you guys with this because it's raining. There was another silver lining to the early pandemic to me. It gave me an excuse to give up on dating apps. Because, I didn't really want to worry about COVID and herpes at the same time. Seemed like a lot. Because I really hate dating apps. They really turn people into the equivalent of fast food. They're not good for you, but they're hot and available right now. Like this one guy I dated him, he was just like Chick-fil-A, warm, delicious, but my gay friends were not having it. And this other guy, he was just like Subway, a foot long, but kind of weird with my kid. Oh, you feel sorry for Jared. Oh. You guys. And the last guy, I mean, he was truly a happy meal. He left a smile on my face, but the toy was the best part. Thank you guys. I'm Maggie Hyde. You're an amazing audience.